Hello and welcome everybody to your Zaption video on homeostasis. You've heard this term before here this semester. Homeostasis is the body's ability to keep stable conditions within the body. So we're going to cover a couple things in this video, and also you'll see some questions popping up that you will have to answer. So we're going to cover the immune system, and then endocrine system, and different temperature controls animals have in regards to maintaining homeostasis. So hopefully you enjoy this video and remember to answer those questions along the way. The first system, your immune system. We should all know our immune system. It's basically what helps keep us from getting sick. And when we do get sick, it actually helps us fight off those viruses or any bacteria that might cause an illness. So with our immune system, down here, your immune system recognizes you and others. So anything that invades you, your immune system recognizes that. And you have different organs in your body that help you fight off these invaders. Some of those organs are your thymus, which right up here is a small organ located just behind the breastbone. This is where your T cells mature. That's why they call it T cells, because it happens in the thymus. Here are your lymph nodes. So if you feel on the sides of your neck, a lot of times when you're sick, these are enlarged. They're small structures, and they produce the cells that help fight infections and disease. So when you have an infection, they get larger and they feel really sore. So again, if you feel these, a lot of them are, you got them two located by your neck. So if you feel your neck, you kind of feel them around the side of your neck. They're also located above your armpits, and you also have some in your lower extremities in your groin. Bone marrow, you might not know this, also helps fighting disease. It's responsible for making white blood cells, and those white blood cells are destined to become lymphocytes, which help fight disease. And the last one we're going to talk about is your spleen. So this is your largest lymphatic organ in the body, and here it contains the white blood cells that help fight infection or disease. It also controls the amount of blood in your body. So over here you kind of could see the location of the different organs that are part of your immune system. So remember, it recognizes you, and when anything else invades your body, and those organs produce those T cells and those white blood cells that go attack those invaders. Next, we have your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is basically responsible for releasing hormones into the blood and organs, and the glands are responsible for this. So those glands in your body, you see some in the picture here, and then we point to some here for you. We have your thyroid. You've heard your thyroid before, your pituitary gland, and your pancreas, and we have some other glands here that you might not have heard of before. But your glands, like I said, they release hormones into the blood and organs, and some of those hormones that they release are your growth hormones, responsible for your growth, your developmental hormones, and also water and calcium balance hormones. So when you say you're going through puberty, a lot of this comes from these hormones released through your endocrine system. So again, if you can remember the glands, that is part of your endocrine system, and what happens, they release hormones into the blood and organs, and they cause our body to change. Next, we're going to talk about temperature control. First, we have your ectothermic animals. Your ectothermic animals are those that require a heat source. They require an external heat source. So some examples of these types of animals would be in your invertebrates and your reptiles. So if you're doing that for your animal posters, if you're doing invertebrates or reptiles, they would be called ectothermic. These animals, such as this lizard here, have a low metabolism. Their bodies create no heat, so they need to get their heat from somewhere. And also, they have very little insulation. So you can see the skin of this lizard is very, if you ever held a lizard before, any type of reptile, their skin is not very thick, and there is no insulation behind that skin. So they need to get their heat from somewhere. And usually that external heat source is going to be from the sun. And they usually live in warm places. Our other group of animals are your endotherms. Your endotherms are your birds and your mammals. These animals have a high metabolism, which helps them generate the heat in their bodies. Some ways that these animals use to conserve their heat, especially during the cold winters. Birds, they'll fluff out their feathers, and other animals too that have hair on their bodies, such as dogs, will fluff out the hair on their bodies during the wintertime to help conserve energy within their body. It's just the opposite in the summer. So when it's hot outside, dogs, they will pant to get rid of heat in their bodies. And humans, we sweat. That helps remove the heat from our bodies as the sweat evaporates from our skin. So those are your endotherms, just the opposite of your exotherms, which need sunlight or an external source to heat their bodies. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Now what you want to do is go to your animal posters and tell us if your animal is endothermic or exothermic, and also to explain the immune systems and endocrine systems for your animals. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this, and get working on those posters.